some more appetizers for New Year's Eve. So let's get in here and let's get it done. It's raining outside. It was cold. I got in this warm house and I'm happy to be in here. We're going to make two things that, well, we're going to make, one thing's going to take a couple of things to make. So, but I am using the pressure cooker tonight. Cleaned up and she's ready to go again. This time, because we're going to be doing a pork roast that we're going to turn into a pulled pork, I'm going to leave this little thing in here. Now, one of the things I forgot to do is I forgot to take it out of the freezer this morning. But my husband took it out when he came home a couple hours ago. So I'm going to look and see what we got going on. And here it is. It's about a 3.8 pork whole something loin, cut loin. Anyway, it's going to be good. It's going to be delicious. So we're going to put it in here. It's frozen and getting that off of there. Okay, we're going to put it down in here. I like to leave the fat on it. I just think it adds flavor. I take it off later. If you want to take it off before, you can. Let me get my wash towel and get that off because it was a little juicy. A little juicy. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is, got my hands all clean. We're going to add a little pepper, a little salt. Okay. And then I got to add a little water to it. So let me run over here and get just a little water. We're going to add about a cup of water there. All righty. So now we're going to put the lid on this thing. I know what I'm doing now. But just. Okay. So now we're going to put that we're doing we're going to do pressure cook. And I'm going to set it up. And because it's frozen, I'm going to cook it for about an hour and 10 minutes. I looked up the poundage and the time. So I want it because I want it falling apart. We want it delicious, delicious, delicious. So let's go ahead. And it's going to beep and come on. It's coming on. Okay, we're doing it. All right, let me put this glass back over here. All right, so I'm going to get you all set up and turned around, and we're going to start on dessert because this is going to be a little while. So let's get dessert started. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got to show you guys something. You know how I was using my double boiler if you watched my 12 Days of Candy. Well, this is my little pan. I've got water in it. Just let me turn you over here and let you look. See. But my sister-in-law and my brother sent me this little pan that sits. I'm getting all fancified. Look at this. It sits across here like this. And it turns it into a double boiler. Isn't that the coolest thing? I'm going to run over here and get this going. Just want it on low. We want to let that chocolate come up. We're getting ready to work on our dessert. Can you guys see what we got going on? We got some graham crackers. Okay. If you guys watched some of my earlier videos, I had the yogurt pie where we're going to do the same filling. We're going to use a vanilla yogurt, a Cool Whip, and we're going to put it in this bowl and mix it. And it's going to become our filling for our chocolate dip cookies. It's going to be good. And it's also going to be a little bit better on the waistline. Now you still got graham crackers and you still got chocolate. You could do this with dark chocolate and that will cut some of the calories in. I'm not going to use this because it's for my chocolate. It's for my chocolate. So I'm going to use this. So a whole thing of that. I don't know if how many people's been following me and how long, but some of my older subscribers will know that I did 12 days of candy, and I sent candy to my brother. And I sent my brother his candy a week ago Monday. He's just now received it. Just now received it. And it was a guarantee that it would be there Thursday. It got lost somehow. My brother sent me the cutest little thing. He sent me a thing of E.T. going across the moon, and he said, I think that's where our candy is. And then today, when he got his candy, it was right when I got home from work. He sent me Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator on a motorcycle with E.T. in the basket, and he said, I'll be back. I'm going to make him give you your candy. And then I said, did you get your candy? And he said, I would talk to you, but my mouth is full of candy. He said it's still delicious. So I'm glad it held up to the long trip to him. So that was a good thing. So one of the things I'm glad about cooking this roast with it being frozen is because a lot of people forget to take their meat out. Regardless if you're a stay-at-home wife, mom, a working woman, a stay-at-home dad, whatever. Sometimes you just forget. And then it comes time for supper and you're like, I didn't take the roast out of the freezer. Or you take it out about an hour before like we did, a couple hours before. Okay, and you're just going to mix that. You're just going to kind of whip it until you cannot see any of that yogurt in there anymore. And you can use a fruit one. I just thought vanilla flavor would just be so good. So we're doing vanilla with Cool Whip, and then we're going to put it inside these little things here. And I got it mixed pretty good. So what we're going to do is, everybody has a lid. Let me see if I can get you guys down lower so you can see. Okay, we'll scoot you down just a little bit, and that'll put you. So we'll start with this one so you guys can see, because I'm not going to keep you to watch all of them, but we're just going to do like that, and then we're going to give him a lid. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and kind of make him pretty. We're going to do that to all of them. When I'm done, I'll be back. When I get them all filled, we'll be back, okay? I'm just about done making these. I'm down to my last. I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of a tip of making these. So you're going to put your lid on. You're going to fill it extra. See, I got it really oozing out there, and then I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'm taking the spatula and I just go around all four of my sides. And when I get done, look how delicious that looks. That looks so good. And I've got enough for one more, so let's go ahead and get it done. This makes a lot, because let's see, when I get done with this one, it makes a whole lot. This will be my last one. So it won't be enough left for another one. So let's clean him up and make him pretty. I have one ugly one that didn't break right. I decided to leave him in there. Nothing's perfect. We're all beautiful in our imperfections. See, he's pretty. So what I'm going to do with these now is I'm going to take these and put them in the freezer. Now, you can serve this later as a frozen treat. I'm freezing them so that I can dip them in chocolate. I may not have enough chocolate to dip all of them, but these are really good as frozen treats. They're delicious. I've made them like this before, and we loved them. We ate every bite of them. But I thought I'd make them for you guys tonight. And remember, it's just 1 cup of little 39-cent cup of yogurt and $1 thing of Cool Whip and a box of graham crackers. And it makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 little sandwiches. And thank you, teacher. I always, if I do use my schooling, I like to thank a teacher. So thank you, teacher. All right, I'm going in the freezer with these, and I'll be back in just a little bit. I'm letting out some steam. I'm blowing off some steam. I'm going to tell y'all the truth about this thing. Cooked it an hour, 10 minutes, opened it up, went done, cooked it for another 45, opened it up, it went done, Put it back in for another hour. 2 hours and 40 minutes. We are now at 8:30 at night. We had to eat something else for supper. Needless to say, there ain't none of them chocolate covered desserts left. So I can't do my pretty display at the end. But I do have a picture of them because I have to do that for my Instagram. So I will insert a picture at the end of this. So as soon as that pin drops, we're going to open it up. And it better be done. Because if it's not, I'm going to put it back in. I'll cook it to midnight if I got to. It's just one tough piece of meat. It's one tough piece of meat. I'm waiting for that pin to drop. Can't been taking long. Come on, pin. I don't know. This has been the longest one because of the meat. What I usually do is I usually just put it in a crock pot and I cook it all day. When I come home, it's done. But I love this thing and I want to get more familiar with using it. So now I know if you put a piece of meat like that in there, just set it for two and a half hours and just walk off. Because it was good enough the last time that we could have sliced it and ate it like tenderloin. But I'm trying to shred it. I want to shred it. I'm trying to make shredded pork. Shredded pork. Okay? So, the pin just dropped. I heard it. So, I'm going to turn this back around. I have to turn it away from my cabinets because it gives my cabinets a facial and they don't need a facial. So, turn you guys around here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I love the little music it makes when you open it. You better have fell apart this time, Mr. Pork Roast. You know? Woo! A hard firecracker, one. It ain't done. It still ain't done. It's still tough. No wonder I got that on sale. Well, I'll be back. Like the Terminator said, I'll be back. And it is 9:53 at night. And I have just now got this pork roast to be a pull apart. It's taken a good while on this. So from now on, if I have this kind of pork roast, I've learned a lesson. Put it in there for a couple hours, crank it up on high, which I had it on high, and just let it go. And so I have it down in here, and I'm actually going to put it in there and let it go a little bit longer. But I've got enough meat out here that I'm going to show you this appetizer coleslaw out. Let me get you guys turned down so you can see what I'm doing. I got this delicious coleslaw. See, I didn't have to add any more mayonnaise. That is wet enough. So, how you will build these. I need the barbecue sauce. Almost forgot the barbecue sauce. And if you can see my feet, sorry, I have kicked my shoes off. I don't have to work tomorrow, so it's not a big deal for me to be up. But we've got some barbecue sauce, and what we're going to do is we have this beautiful shredded meat. Now, this meat is shreddable, but it's still got a toughness to it. I think it's just the roast that we got, but I'm going to let it go. I like it to be like melting in there, but it's going to be good. I need to scoot you guys back just a little bit further so you guys can see. Turn you down just a little bit. There we go. Now you can see. Let's get this old lid out of the way. So now you have your meat there. We're going to add a drizzle of barbecue sauce. Now you can toss this meat in barbecue sauce if you want to. It's up to you. And then you're going to take a little bit of the coleslaw. And what I like to do is I like to take it and pull it back. And then I fold my sides in. Get it all tucked in and folded. And I put these tortillas in the microwave for just a little while, just for like 30 seconds, so that they would be pliable. And let's get us a pretty plate. Because even though we're not going to make a whole slew of them, I'm only going to make 2 of them. I want you guys to see. And you could, I wouldn't bake these or anything like that because you're going to, this thing's just going to start cooking again. Because you got that coleslaw in there. You want that, you want to kind of put these out. And you could do this in a bar, like you would do your, the first night whenever we did the meatloaf subs. You could do this as a bar too. You could have your meat, this, your tortilla shells. You could have everything ready. So, and you put a little coleslaw on the top of it. And you, let me take this and put it out like this. So, I'm going to come on tomorrow with a video. Not for sure what I'll do. But I got a few people that say they're going to be at home alone tomorrow. And I just want to give them a friend. So, even though this doesn't look like an appetizer, it is an appetizer. It's on a small tortilla. You could actually cut these in half and serve them. Let's taste it and see what it looks like. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is so good. I'm going to eat this one. And I'm going to eat it gone. It's so good. Okay. So, what we did tonight is, I've kind of forgot what we've done because it's been a little while, but we did our yogurt pie filling, which was 1 cup of yogurt, a Cool Whip mixed together, put inside of graham crackers, and you can use any kind of graham crackers you want. You can use chocolate. You can change the flavor of the yogurt by changing the filling by changing the flavor of the yogurt. So anything you want. Put it in the freezer, let them freeze. If you don't want a chocolate cover them, you can take them there and you can put them in a Ziploc bag. Once they're frozen, they won't stick together. You can just put them in a Ziploc bag and close them up, or you can wrap them in wax paper and put them in there however you want to do it. You can chocolate dip them just for something. You can do white almond bark. You can cover them in anything. Then stick them back in the freezer because they are better frozen. We made the coleslaw. We cooked the pork roast. And we wrapped it in a tortilla shell. You could also serve this on little Hawaiian rolls. We didn't do that because we are trying to eat a little healthier, so we're eating on a low carb wrap. Okay, and that's why I have the little tortilla shells. And like I said, this could be set up as a bar, and so people could come in. They could build their own tortilla shell. You could have, since you're not putting the barbecue sauce on the meat, you could have peppers and onions. They could build it however they wanted it. It would be delicious any kind of way. But Grammy Nene loves you. And until next time, and like I said, I'll come back tomorrow with a video. I don't think we'll be doing appetizers, but we'll do some kind of video. Not sure what it'll be. May not even be cooking. Maybe just talking. But I want to come and do a video for, like I said, for my friends who are spending New Year's Eve by themselves, because I'm their friend and I want to be there for them. And I just want to tell you, I love you. God bless you. And good night.